Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nevaeh. I am a certified Pilates instructor and I am here with Nevaeh to bring you a lengthen and strengthen Pilates flow. So today we will move through a series of stretching movements, but also movements that will challenge us, challenge our core stability, legs, arms, all the good things. But before we get started, make sure you grab your mat, go ahead and lay it out, and then you can meet me standing in the center of your mat and we'll go ahead and get started. Bring your hands to your rib cage. Coming into our deep breathing, I want you to feel the rib cage open east to west or out to the sides as you inhale. And exhale, that rib cage knits in, hugging those abdominals. Inhale, open the rib cage, and exhale, close. So whenever you feel the rib cage move in like it's closing, think about a corset, how it gently tightens up through the midsection. And then on your exhale, almost think of your rib cage like an umbrella, using your diaphragm to open on all sides, towards the front, towards the back. You're filling that rib cage up, and then you exhale and release that breath. Give me one more deep inhale and one more deep exhale. Beautiful. Up next, coming to all fours. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then from here coming into cat-cows. Inhale as you drop the rib cage, arching that low back, opening the chest and the gaze towards the wall across from you, and then exhale, you round that spine to the sky like a scared cat. Inhale, drop, and exhale, round. Focusing on the stretch through the spine as you round, feeling it more towards that upper spine. And then as you drop, feeling it in the low spine and even a little bit into the upper back as you poke that chest forward. Give me just a couple more here. Still breathing through your movement. And finish out this last one round. And drop that rib cage. And then find a neutral position about halfway in between the two. And then once you're there, taking your left hand to the sky, let your gaze follow. Feel that stretch through your arm and through your shoulder. And then take your arm down and under your stomach, reaching that left hand across the body, dropping the left shoulder down for your thread the needle stretch. We'll hang out here for just a couple deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Finish that out and then start to reach that left hand up to the sky one more time. Take it across and under one more time as well, resting that shoulder down. Couple deep breaths here. Relaxing into that stretch. And carefully start to bring your left arm back up on the mat underneath your shoulder. Take the right arm to the sky, reach, reach, reach. And then carefully come into thread the needle, dropping your shoulder down, reaching across the body. The head drops as well. Start to bring that arm back up, reach across, let your gaze follow, and then you drop it down, rest that shoulder down. Just hang out here for those 2 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then start to bring it on up. From here, coming into bird dog, you take the right arm and the left leg, extend it out, making sure that your hip stays parallel to the floor. So essentially what I mean is just don't let that hip round and open. We want to keep it parallel and square. From here, finding that stability through the core, zipping up and in, pressing the chest away, and then pull the elbow towards the knee. Extend it back out and hold, fight for that stability. and then you crunch it back in, rounding that spine as you come through center. Extend and bend. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, finish out this last one. Extend it out, lower it down, and we switch right over to the other side. Left arm, right leg. You find that stability from the core, make sure those hips are square, and then you crunch it in and extend. Try to keep your leg hip high as you press it back out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down, and then you can rest it back to a child's pose. The more you open your knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get into those hips, more of the inside of the hips. And now bring it back up to all fours. From here, tuck your toes onto the ground so that you have that contact. Start to scoop through the low belly, so tucking that tailbone. You'll see how I scoop and tuck at the same time, almost like I'm rounding through that low back and pelvis area. Once you're there, start to lift the knees up an inch, hold it for just a couple seconds, and then tap those knees back down. Lift those knees up, hold, tap it back down. It's a small range of motion. We're recruiting those low abdominals to help us lift those knees, and then control those knees as we lower down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Actively pressing the chest away from the floor. It's like those shoulder blades are widening, creating space between the two blades. You're here for 5. We will hold it up in 3, 2, knees stay lifted 1 inch above the mat. You hold for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and drop it down, rest it back. Again, letting those knees open out just a little bit. We'll start to come into a stretch flow next. So moving from child's pose and then into our swan. Your hands are extended. You start to lift your hips and then press those hips down into the ground as you lift the head and chest. If this is ever too much range of motion, drop your forearms down and just press your chest forward, relaxing your forearms down, and you can find the range of motion that works for you. So maybe you stay on the palms, but don't lift quite as high. You just bend those elbows and press that chest forward, relaxing the shoulders down and back, press it back. And then lastly, we'll send it forward, holding it here. Maybe you start to sway gently side to side, just bending one arm and then extending the other. And now start to lower the head and chest all the way down. Make sure you have room behind you and in front of you. So now we lift legs and chest. Abdominals zipping up and in, pressing those hips and low belly into the ground. Gentle squeeze in the glutes. Lift head, chest, legs. Lower down. Lift and lower. We hold it lifted in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it lifted, coming into swimming. Opposite arm, opposite leg, lift, and then you switch, and switch, and switch. You can start to pick up that pace a little bit. If you're in that goalpost position because you don't have room, same thing. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Last 5, last 4. Can you lift the head and chest and those legs a little higher? 3, 2, gaze stays down. Rest it down. Press it back. Resting into your child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. Calm down your heart rate. Really reach those fingertips away from the body. And carefully press it up into a high kneel position. So on your knees, you'll want to make sure you have room. So think about your knees being in line with the longest part of your mat. So just like I am. And then once you're there, we're coming into a side bend series. So focusing on our obliques. Take your right leg and press it out beside you. Find the range of motion that works for you. So maybe your right knee is all the way extended out towards the wall to your side. Or you can take that right knee in just a little bit at an angle. So at that diagonal angle, finding that motion that works for you. Making sure your hip feels nice and safe. Once you've determined the angle of your right leg, make sure that your left knee is under your hip so that you have that beautiful, strong line from the knee all the way through your thigh to the hip. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows stay wide. And then you're taking your right elbow to right knee and then bring it back up through center. Crunch it down and lift it up. Lower and lift, keep it going. The next time you bend it over, can you hold it there? Can you reach your top arm towards the sky, pull it back in, hand behind head, and then restack shoulders over hips. Lower, extend, bend, and reset. Lower, extend, bend, reset to start. Beautiful, keep it going. Last 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest that knee down. Coming into a little mermaid stretch, bring your arms into a T, and then just reach in one direction, reaching those fingertips away from the body. Think about reaching up before you dip it over so that you can really get into your oblique. It's like you're taking that rib cage down towards your hip bone. And switch through center, other side. And then carefully relax down, and let's come all the way down onto our hip. So once you're on your hip, you want to line your back up with the back edge of your mat. So your back is nice and straight. Your forearm and elbow are on the ground. Your elbow is underneath your shoulder, and your legs are bent in a tabletop position. So your knees are bent, knees in front of hips, 90-degree angle. From here, take your top leg, extend it out in line with the hip. Your top arm can either be in front of you for more support or hand on hip. From here, lower the leg down and then lift it up. Lower and lift. So you should feel this in that side glute or in your glute medius and minimus. Pressing up and then lower down. Whenever you lower the leg, think about it just being a tap before you lift right back up. Try to lift out of the armpit, zipping the abdominals up and in. So essentially what I mean is I don't want you to drop into that forearm. Keep that chest lifted. Keep pressing that leg up and down. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest that leg down. Bend that leg in for a second. If you need to, give a gentle massage onto your hip because we have to extend that leg out one more time. All right, leg is extended. Take your top arm and reach it overhead as well. So your fingertips are reaching across your body towards the wall to the side of you. From here, taking elbow to knee, you crunch it in through center and then extend it back out. Let your leg hover this time, keeping that active load into your leg, into your glute medius and minimus. Crunching it in, press it out, leg stays hip height. Here we go, 5, 4, press out of that armpit, abdominals engaged, 2, and finish it out. Rest it all the way down. Beautiful work. We'll do that whole flow all over again on the other side. So coming back up to your high kneel position, knees are underneath hips, and then left leg is pressing out, foot is pressing into the ground, and you find that range of motion. So either here, here, or here. And then once you're ready, hands behind head, lifting up through the spine. You dip that elbow towards the knee, bring it back through center. Lower and lift. Can you start to add your overhead reach? Lower down, extend, bend it back in, reset. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. Let your breath be your power. Exhale on the hardest part. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, finish it out. And we're done with that. Go ahead, bring your knee down. Let's find that mermaid stretch. Just giving those obliques a little love, little lengthen. Reaching up and then over. Reaching those fingertips away from each other. Let's do one more each side. And the last one. Now we'll come all the way down on the other side. So bringing that right elbow down. Both legs are bent to start finding that form, lining your back up with the edge of your mat so that your back is nice and straight. Elbow under shoulder, lifting away from the floor, and then you press that leg out and you lift it up and lower it down. Lift and lower. Try to keep your hips stacked as well. So we don't want to let that hip roll off, keeping it stacked, left over right. Starting to keep that leg lifting. If you ever need more support, bring that hand to the floor in front of you. Your foot is flexed. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down. You can bend that leg in, give that side glute just a little love, maybe even the hip, as you gently just massage out for just a couple more seconds. And now your top arm reaches overhead. Your leg reaches out. Lift your leg hip height. You crunch it in through center and then extend. Crunch and extend. If your neck ever gets tired, let your gaze look down towards the floor. But keep everything else moving. You're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Rest it on down. Tap out that glute. Or gentle massage here. And then meet me in a seated position. You can let those legs rest in front of you in a butterfly position, so soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, or you can just find a crisscross applesauce position. Either way. Then from here, reach those hands up to the sky. Drop your elbows wide into a goalpost position and press your chest forward. You can gently sway side to side, just getting an active stretch. Reach your hands back up, and then from here, take your left hand, grab your right wrist, pull to the left side, really reaching that right fingertip, right arm away from your body, getting a gentle tug with the left hand. Bring it back through center, and then switch right hand on left wrist, reach it over. Bring it back up. Rest those shoulders down. Roll out those shoulders, roll them back. Just small, gentle rolls. And then roll your shoulders forward. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax your shoulders down. Try to find that posture, seated nice and tall. Bring your hands back to the rib cage. Let's finish off the same way we started class. So just a few deep inhales and exhale. Inhale as that rib cage opens east to west. Exhale, release all that old air. Rib cage knits in, and out. You can close your eyes, just taking a moment to be grateful for all the movement you completed, continuing with your deep inhales and exhale. Give me one more deep breath and out. Beautiful job. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this flow and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.